All right, here's the deal, guys. So I just got out of the shower. I got a big day planned, and I need to make sure that I have my beard looking right on point. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to demonstrate a video for you on how to do a successful beard blowout while still making it look fresh. Hang tight after this intro, and we'll be right back. All right, thanks for checking out that intro, guys. Let's go ahead and get started. So I'm going to go ahead and break down the items that we need first and foremost to get this process started. So of course, once you get out of the shower, and which I just did, the first thing that I actually really do is make sure that I use a good washing conditioner. And the products that I use for today's video is none other than Beard Octane's CBD lather conditioning wash and their brand new conditioner as well. And there you go, as you can see there and there. Bam. If you have not checked these out, you really need to. These are absolutely phenomenal. I can't wait to talk about them. Beer Talk 10 will actually save you 10% on it if that is something that you're interested in. All right, so after I get out of the shower, the first thing that I want to do is get my oil picked out and ready to go. And for this video, we're going to go ahead and we're going to do Jay's Beard Essentials brand new scent, Forbidden Fruit, that I am so excited to talk about for you. This review is actually going to be dropping this upcoming Saturday, so stay tuned to check that out. And then, of course, what tools are you going to need? You're going to need yourself a good comb and a blow dryer. All right. And then the two combs that I'm using are none other than Chicago grooming companies. We got the number 8 and then the number 6, maybe, pit comb. I can't remember the exact numbers, but pit comb and a detangling brush. The importance of the detangling brush is that it's going to get deep into your beard. So I have my beard about 80% dry, but still a little damp, just to make sure that I can comb really good. But most importantly, having my beard damp, the water that's still in my beard is actually going to help spread the oil that I put in my beard. Very important when you get out of the shower. Don't make sure that your beard isn't 100% dry. You want to have that little dampness to it. Trust me, it goes a long way. So let's go ahead and get started. The first thing I'm going to do before I put oil in is I'm going to just go ahead. I'm going to start working through my beard. I'm going to just start getting some of the tangles out a little bit. And it's very important that you don't rush this process and you don't force the process. Sometimes your beard is going to come out very tangled, and the worst thing that you can do is take your comb and just try to force it, because that's going to cause unnecessary breakage, and you just do not want that for your beard. So let's go ahead and get started. And as you can see, I am just going very slow, just making sure that the tangles are coming out. And see, it snags just a little bit. Where I get the most tangles is actually right here. So when I'm working the comb, it likes to get stuck right there. So usually what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of just pull my comb out, reevaluate the situation, and then I'm going to just go back at it. And as you can see, I'm not forcing anything. I'm taking my time with it, and I'm letting the comb do its job. That's why I love this comb so much, because it really gets in there and it really does a great job of detangling. So I'm going to just keep going. And as you can see, I am purposely combing my beard out already. And you can already tell the difference of what my beard looked like before I started combing and what it's already looking like now. It already, to me, looks significantly better. It's not bunched up. You can start to really see the individual hairs a little bit more, and it's already starting to take shape, but we are far from done. And then I'm going to go underneath.
going to go underneath.
And again, this is where you want to be really careful because your neck beard, you can see right here, a lot of tangles really occur under there. That is exactly why I like using a really good conditioner. A lot of times I've noticed with conditioners that work really well for my specific beard. Um, the conditioner will actually start that detangling process right off the bat. I can feel the tangles loosening up while I'm in the shower and I'm running the conditioner through my beard. So that's usually how I know I have a good conditioner. And as I showed off with that beard Octane, that CBD conditioner not only feels good long term because that's what CBD is, but it actually starts to detangle my beard instantly. I love that. So, okay. So I got a lot of the tangles out. As you can see, the beard is still, a little bit of a mess, but it's definitely starting to look better already. Now, what you want to do is you want to go ahead and you want to add oil. And so depending on your beard length is going to determine the amount of oil that you're going to go ahead and put in. So we'll go ahead here. So as you can see here, I got about a half dropper full. Go ahead and squeeze that in. And I'm going to actually go just a tad, a little bit more. Where my beard length is, my beard can handle just a little bit more. So I don't even have it quite half, but there you go. So that's really all I need for my specific beard. I have a very thin beard. And I don't need a lot of oil. If this oil was actually any thicker, I wouldn't have even added that little extra left. So as you can see, I'm working it in my hand and it's spread out, but I really want to make sure what's most important is that my fingertips are covered there. Because the fingertips is what's really going to hit your skin. As you know, beard oil, yes, helps with your hair, adds that protector, adds some nourishment to it. But, you want to get the oil down to your skin to make sure that your skin feels really good underneath. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to start working it in. And as you can see, I'm starting from underneath because I want to get the skin as instantly as I possibly can. And I'm going to really hit my chin. If I ever have any issues such as itchiness or any sort of beard rough, it always comes from the chin. But luckily, now that I've had this process for a while, I don't even have to worry about that. And now I'm going to start going over the top. And man, oh God, I can't wait to talk about this scent with you guys. It's a nice fruity type scent, but I'm going to leave it at that. I don't want to spoil anything. All right. And as you can see, I don't have much of a mustache, unfortunately. I just don't have the DNA for it, but there's some peach fuzz there, and I'm going to hit it. Because you know what? With a little bit of hope, a little bit of oil, maybe one day something will grow there. All right. So there you go. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pause it right here because what we want to do is we want to let the oil sit in for about a minimum of 5 minutes before you start applying heat. You really want to make sure that the oil is spread thoroughly into your beard and into your skin, and then you want to get that heat. Never ever apply heat before putting oil in. That is one of the worst things that you can do to your beard. So hang tight and I will be right back. All right, guys, welcome back. So it's been about 5 minutes since I had the oil in my beard. And what I did while I was waiting for the oil to sink in, and I should have maybe mentioned this in that last segment, was after I worked the oil into my beard with my hands, I went ahead and I took my comb back and I started to really spread it out even more. I wanted to make sure that my entire beard was covered. And again, look at the difference. I mean, you're starting to see the progress in this specific style already, and look at that. I mean, it's already a major difference there. I want to go ahead. I'm going underneath. And there we go. So a lot of guys I know who actually don't even like to apply heat, and they will go ahead and they will do a style like this, and really this will be like the end of their process. But I'm going to take it to the next level. I used to not apply too much heat. Just because, you know what, I really like the different style of my beard, and I didn't really feel like my beard required it too much. But what I noticed was that when I didn't use heat, the style of my beard didn't really hold up the entire day like I would have hoped. So while my beard is looking really, pretty decent right now, it's not going to stay like this really without applying heat. Um, Okay, so there we go. All right. So yeah, so that's what we want to do next is we want to go ahead and apply the heat. So of course, if you've seen these bathroom videos or these demonstration videos, every time somebody uses a blow dryer or something like that, you know there's going to be some noise. So I apologize in advance for that. But this is the blow dryer that I'm going to be using. This is actually my wife's. Don't tell her I'm using it, even though she's going to see this video. I'm going to find out anyways, but I'll deal with that when that comes. So, all right. So as you can see here, this blow dryer has a couple different settings here. And you have your low, you have your off, you have your low fan, your high fan, and then of course you have low, medium, or high heat, okay? So pretty basic, pretty standard. And then of course, and this is actually my favorite feature here, is actually this cooling feature here. It actually has like a little like snowflake on there, just to kind of tell you. All right, so I can't wait to explain that process to you, because that's actually the process that really puts everything together. It's like putting that bow on that gift that you just got done wrapping. All right, so let's go ahead and get started here. And I'm gonna go ahead and just show you how I use the blow dryer while combing at the same time. Again, this helps with more tangles. This really begins the styling process. And the blow dryer is really the only way to go if you want a good, true blowout style type beard. So let's go ahead and get started. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna start off with the medium fan and with the medium heat. I just want to see how my beard does with it. If I feel like I need to turn it up, turn the fan up and then turn the heat up, I can do so. I'd rather start off softer and cooler because you can't go the other way. At least with this, I'll know I can either go higher. If I start off higher and it's too much, I can't really go back. So let's go ahead and go medium. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of watch what I'm doing here. As you can see here, I have quite the beard dents right here. I want to try my best to take care of that, so watch how I'm about to do that. I got the heat directly on there, and I'm going to start combing in different directions, okay? The heat more on there, and then watch this. And as you can see, I'm keeping the blow dryer in one hand and I'm keeping the comb in one hand. Now, a lot of people get turned off from the blow dryer because they just don't like the awkwardness of it. And really, all it does is it takes some practice. Okay, so look at the difference. Look how this side looks. Look how this side looks. I haven't touched this side yet, but watch how it all comes together. So, yep, this is the awkward part. And the reason why I'm keeping my hands like this and I'm not switching things around is because my right hand is my dominant hand. So that's the hand that I really want to be controlling the comb. If I actually switch hands and make my left hand start with the comb, then it actually becomes even more awkward. And again, with the blowout style, you don't need to add a lot of heat, because if you add a lot of heat, that means the straighter your hairs are going to be, and that means the flatter it's going to be. And really, instead of that nice dense blowout look, it's going to look like you just have like a fan on your face. You don't want that. So, all right, and then I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to start getting under here. Again, with this, it doesn't need a lot of heat, which means it doesn't need a lot of time. And then, as you can see, my beard dent, look at that, much better, right? Okay. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna turn this off for a minute here. And let's go ahead and let's get combing and let's really start this styling process, okay? So man, I'm really loving how this is looking. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna start working like my sideburns a little bit, you know, kind of this area, a little bit below the sideburns. And I really want that to not stick out so much. This right here, the bulk, this is where I want the blowout to happen. Not really up here, but down here. Because the idea is you want people to focus on this area. If you have your hair starting to stick up over here, it just doesn't look good. And that's where people's attention starts to go. And that's not where you want them looking. You know, when you want to show off this bad boy, which why wouldn't you? You want them looking at the beautiful mane, you know. So look how it's, you know, it's narrow, 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 and then wide and blown out like that. And then as you can see here, look how dense everything is getting. I'm gonna go ahead and turn to the side, and bam, there you go. So I'm really loving how this is looking. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna hit that a little bit more. And then, all right, so I mentioned that we need a pick. So here's why I like the pick. This is really gonna help give you your volume. Again, I got that. I got the volume. Again, we stand to the side. That's what you can see. Stand to the side. That's what you can see. Look at the difference from how my beard looked now to when it was when I first got out of the shower before I applied any products. Okay. So, and I put in enough oil where I do not feel like I need to put in another layer after heat. I know sometimes people like to do that. If you put enough oil in the first time, you don't have to worry about it. If you know the one way to tell if you put too much oil in is a half hour after you put oil into your beard, check run your hands through it. If your hands are greasy, you put too much in, go lighter the next time. But go ahead and look at the shape of that. I'm loving it. So how am I going to hold the shape? Well, I mentioned earlier that one of my favorite features on the blow dryer is actually the cooling feature. So let's go ahead and hit it. And turn that down for a minute. One thing that the cooling feature is going to do is that it's going to really just help mold everything into place, okay? This was actually something that I learned from the guys over at Mr. Pompadour. They had left a comment on Instagram, so I went ahead and I tried it pretty much the next day, and I haven't gone back since. So very great tip from Mr. Pompadour. I appreciate it if you're checking out this video. All right. So we'll wait for it to get a little cool here. Sometimes you need to turn it up more. All right, so the beard has some coolness to it now, and we're gonna just give it the final touches. Again, sides, but then look at how the bottom just blows out there. And there you go. You guys, this is the final product. You know, touch it up with it again with your hands. Your hands are your best tools. You get those final touches, you can really get it how you want it. And then look, when your hairs are cooled down from that cooling feature, everything is kind of just really nicely stuck in place, and that is really what's going to make this style last pretty much the entire day. If you're somebody who feels like you need to use balm, you can go ahead and do so. Because the weather is starting to get really hot, I really don't like to use balm, so that is exactly why I didn't use it for this video. But by all means, after you use oil, after you use heat, go ahead and put the final touches of balm in there to really help with that final styling process. You can't go wrong either way. But guys, thank you so much for checking out this video. I hope you enjoyed. Leave a comment if you have any questions, or hey, share your routine. My routine may not work for everybody, but hey, I guarantee if you share what you do, you may be helping someone out as well. But keep it growing, and you know we'll talk to you at the next one. Cousin out.